Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. And in today's video, we're going to learn about how to set up some preferences in GaussView so you can use your standard procedures every time without like doing a lot of effort. So, like if you have a molecule and if you go to calculate, you have to select all the settings every time you do the calculation, like the method, the basis set, the solvent, the other settings. But what if you can do some trick and GaussView remembers this, so you just click one link and it gives you all those settings that you mostly use. So to do that, you need to go to File, Preferences, and then here we'll go to we'll do all the settings. So you have various settings here, and you can look that you can change these values, and then GaussView will remember this. So you can change the element colors if you want. You can change the bond colors. Similarly, I have defined the surface colors like this. You can, for molecular orbital, I want them to be in these two, blue and red color. So you can change these colors and everything here, and GaussView definitely remembers this. And then display format, if you want a surface to be transparent always, you don't need to do it every time, so you can do it in this preferences, save it, and then it will remember it. And then definitely default file or directory. If you come to Gaussian setup, you will see calculation here, and if you do click on calculation, then you can definitely define some keywords which will be remembered. So what you can do is, I won't change this job type because you can select it every time, but I will select the density functional theory and, for example, B3 lib in 631 G, D, and P. And then you can select the empirical dispersion correction as well. And if you do the convergence setting as well. For example, SCF is equal to convert is equal to 9, int is equal to ultrafine. We normally keep these settings in our calculation. So if you put it here, all of these settings, so you can see now your route card is this one. And then title optimization of the molecule. And if you want to set default processors, you can definitely do it. And I'll not change any more settings because solvation is optional. You don't want to include a solvent all the time. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll retain these settings and click OK. Now GaussView should remember all these settings. For example, if we click here and uh, make any new molecule and I go to calculate, Gaussian calculation setup, now you see that it is showing you all those settings that you just did, and now you don't really need to worry about it all the time. So these things are selected. If you use these methods most of the time, then you can definitely save them and use them later on. And also you can, from here, you can define your own preset. If you click, you can define multiple presets like for optimization calculations, for frequency calculations, etc. And I will just close GaussView and reopen to confirm. So if we go to calculate, you see that it has still remembered all the settings. And yeah, this is basically this can save you a lot of time. And then similarly, we can have a look at the other preferences if any of them are useful for you. So we were here, and then definitely you can change icons and object quality. I kept it at 3x when I save an image of the object, so you can change it here, and you can change the default background color for it to view and save. And then these are other job settings for CubeGen, Cube Manager, and you can specify the default memory for them as well. Like if you do generate cubes or if you format checkpoint files or these settings, these can be controlled from here, and then you can do the settings for movie or animation. Like if you make a movie of frequency animation, you can select the settings which it will remember. You can change the background color from here and then the other settings. And of course, you can set for the vibrations, their behavior, how the vector should be, how fast the animation should be, and everything from here. So yeah, all of these settings, they just increase your productivity, save your time. And of course, if you want to change the element colors, you can do that. You can see here are different colors. And if you want to change color for a specific atom like oxygen, if you don't want it to be red, you can change the color from here. Just one color shaded, and don't use the RGB selector. You can select from here, or if you use the RGB selector, you can, yeah, put the RGB values, red, green, blue, and then you can see the color here. So that's how you can change the color of any element you like. And surface colors, as I showed you, the orbital, ESP, all these colors can be changed from here. And of course, bond colors and vibration colors as well. So these all settings will make your life easier to use GaussView and use it efficiently, and they will save you a lot of time. I hope this video will help you, and if you got any questions related to it, Gaussian, GaussView, Oka, any other software that I know of, post in the comment section and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.